Today, I am going to go over some things that I believe are facts about Poshmark that work for me that you may not know. My name is Marion. I am from Highland, New York. I have a brick and mortar store, Attire Beyond, and I'm a reseller on Poshmark and a little bit on Mercari and on Poshmark. If you're new to this and interested in signing up, if you use my code Marigold, MARILGOLD, you will get a $10 credit and I will get a $10 credit if you buy from any store. It doesn't have to be mine. And I thank you in advance if you do that. So, facts that I feel are facts about Poshmark. And I'll tell you the couple of things that are iffy because they're facts for me, but not facts for everyone. The first one is, and this is for all, if you don't share a lot, you're not going to make sales. Or you'll make one sale every few months. Someone who comes on and just sees the item that they want. Or maybe if it's dirt cheap, but I've found even if things are priced at almost nothing, if I'm not sharing, they're not selling. So that's number one. If you don't share often, you're really not going to make a good business or money on or with Poshmark. If you don't follow people, now this is my fact because I've been doing some experiments and it's what works for me. So a fact for me in my Poshmark closet is if I don't follow people, I don't make as many sales. And like I said, a lot of people don't agree with that, but it's my fact and works for me. If you don't send offers to likers, when people like something, if you don't send them an offer, some of them, most I find of the people that are buying are either afraid to send an offer or feel funny. And unless you send an offer to them, they won't even begin the transaction. They won't even begin anything. They'll just leave it. They'll like it, and then that's it, hoping that they get an offer. If you know about Poshmark, what it is if you like something, it's not like other platforms. You're just liking it to like it. If you like something, it usually means you're interested enough to either make an offer or receive an offer. So, if you don't send offers to likers. If you don't put things into a bundle, even if it's only one thing sometimes, instead of sending an offer to likers, because then you have to discount the shipping, I will put it in a bundle, even if it's one thing, and then send an offer. If you don't do that, you're not going to make sales as often. If you don't stay active on there, and I mean anyway, Poshmark was made to be a social type network, so you have to be social, and that's where the sharing and everything else comes in. And they have campaigns that you can look up, and if you want to know more about, I will tell you about, and all these different things that are social. If you don't share another person's closet, now again, this is something that is true and a fact for me. Because I'm doing these experiments, I'm seeing, even if it's only a couple of things here and there from closets other than mine, I feel like it's a fact. Well, it is a fact that it helps me. It may not help everybody. If you don't take good pictures, it's a fact that if you don't take good pictures, people aren't going to be, I can't even explain it. Maybe they're not as trusting, or if you take it like on a dirty floor, your shaggy rug that looks dirty but isn't, or just throw it on your bedspread. I know a lot of people think to do that in the beginning. I did. I still do sometimes. But those are the pictures that kind of get passed over because people just aren't sure. And also, that what goes with that is if you don't have good lighting when you're taking pictures, you really can't see the color right. And who wants to look at a picture that you can't really tell certain things on? And believe me, I'm guilty of this from the beginning. I took pictures of things, put them in bags. They're still in my closet. But I'm saying that's why they're still in my closet. If you don't have good SEO titles, search engine optimization, if you don't have good titles, like let's say I was selling this wonderful tape dispenser, I would put in it Scotch brand or Scotch because that's who makes it. High heel pump or pump with platform tape dispenser. And I would put other words in there too, maybe red and black, heels, different things. But if you don't put all of those things in the SEO description, either in your title or your description, people may just not find it because when you're searching for something, most people, when they're searching for something, are specific for the most part. So good SEO in your titles. If you don't ship quickly, sometimes people won't come back to you. I've had people return customers because of how quickly I shipped. I even have one customer who, her first shipment, she had bought a bundle of about 25 things because they were kids' clothes, and I didn't have one of the things, and I sent her a check in there with it just for the amount that would be, but I still got it out that same day. And I remember when she ordered a second time, I was able to find that other piece and add it in. But she said because I shipped so quickly, that's why she was using me. Not only using me, that's why she was purchasing from me. I'm looking at the light instead of over here. I'm sorry. That's not the only reason. I had good, clean, good condition clothes. But she loved that I shipped so quickly. So I put in my description on Poshmark that I ship same or next day, and that is usually the case. And if it's not, I let people know. And I'm not quite sure if this is a fact, but I find that when I purchase from other people, I get more sales. That's a fact for me. Number one thing that I have to say is I don't know if it's for everyone, but again, it's a social platform and they like you to stay involved. So it can't hurt. And I did, leave notes for myself here because I wanted to make sure I got it all. So it can't hurt by you sharing your closet. I have over 1,000 things in my closet right now, so I can't always share the whole thing. So I'll share about 500, let's say early morning, and then I'll do it again in the afternoon, the other 500, and then at night I'll do 500 to 1,000. It depends because I'll just do it while I'm sitting there with the TV on or whatever, which I'm not telling you to do, but I do. So as much as you can share of your closet, share it. If you only, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, 100 things is great, 200, 300, 400, 500. Believe me, that's actually easier to share a closet. So if you have 100 items, 200, share it 3, 4, 5 times a day if you have the time. If not, just share it at least 3 times a day. And where am I? If you don't share, rarely. If just follow a couple of people. My everyday thing is to follow any ambassadors who are new, and then 40 new people who are fresh and just joined. I about 20 people. Now, I don't do this every single day, but since I started doing it, I make more business, without a doubt. Make more sales. Start sending some offers, whether it's offers to likers or whether it's through a bundle. And if you need help with that, just leave that in the comments. I could do a video on that, or I can just send you some direction. Stay active. Just be active on there. When people go on to buy something, they want to see that you shared it. That's one of the reasons. That's one of the whys. If you just shared it 2 hours ago, they know you're active. But some people don't do that for months, and then people are afraid to buy from them because they don't even know if they're going to be getting back on. So stay active. Share a couple of other people's things. I go right onto the feed and I just share about 10 things a day. That's it. Just keep it going. That keeps it going. Make sure you take good pictures. You have good lighting. If you can't get a specific light, then just do it during the day when the light is out. Find a place near a window. Some people take things outside. Just any way that you can to get your best, sharpest pictures with as little background as possible. So I've heard that Google will pick up your name faster, bring it up higher if your backgrounds are white. So almost all of my backgrounds are white, but not all. Sometimes you want to be a little different, or I have things from a long time ago. So good SEO titles. Good SEO. You want the search engines to be able to find you if somebody puts in Scotch brand red tape dispenser. You want them to find you right away. And just make a purchase every now and then. Help out your other Poshmarkers and get yourself staying active. So my battery's getting low, so I got to go. No, really, so I have to go. So love you. If you're new, Marigold, Marilgold. If you're signing up on Poshmark, consider using my code and you'll get $10 and I'll get $10 towards a purchase. So thank you in advance. And my website is attireandbeyond.com. And I am on Facebook and Instagram, and I will leave all those links down below. And I will leave some of the equipment that I use down below too. So thank you so much for joining. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want more, hit subscribe and the bell, and you will get reminded whenever I put out new content. Have the best day that you can have. Make it the best day that you can have. Do something else today. Make someone smile. Just make someone smile. A little compliment, something, but be sincere.